Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Appreciate it as always. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out 19. Here we go. We've got surprise, surprise. We've got some stuff from the latest episode of Unapologetically Angel, which just hit me. I haven't done a video on this in probably half a year, but she had Dijonai Carrington on. And hey, this is basketball. This is not drama, although there's probably some of that too. I haven't gone through the whole thing yet. But this is talking about the new CBA and the negotiations, salary strike, the whole thing. Basically, yeah. So, as you know, I've been saying for a while that the players, what worries me is that the players, because of the environment they've been in and what you've seen with the U.S. women's national team getting unequal pay. Yes, that is correct. I'll do a deep dive if you want me to. But they could because they were going to have the media on their sides and it was all about, gender equality and all that. And so I've kept saying, I've said in other videos, they're going to ask for too much. They're going to ask for too much and they're not going to bend. And you're either going to have the WNBA fold and give them what they want, which will hurt the growth of the league long term, or we're going to have no 2026 season, which could just end the league, period. Because again, it's a league losing tens of millions of dollars. A season off because of this people might not come back. They simply might not come back. The only hope for that they do is Caitlin Clark. Yeah, that is the only hope is Caitlin Clark. And they need to understand that in this as well. So, real quick, I'm going to play a clip here for you, just for those who don't know. The WNBA, the Players Association, at the end of this past season, they opted out of the collective bargaining agreement, which means that new one needs to be negotiated. They'll play this season, 2025, under the current agreement, and then they need to have a new one in place for the 2026 season. So let's take a look. This is a little less than it's about a minute long, a little less. So we'll listen to these two talk. And I've got some things to say, and I'm sure you will as well.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up, and I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to face the consequences.
Y'all gotta deal with something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. Mm-hmm. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Oh, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the meetings.
You need to come to the meetings.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Some of the ignorance and entitlement in this is it's amazing. It really, really is. We sitting out, that is not negotiation. As I said, there's the problem. That's a ransom note. We talked, did Natasha Cloud not that long ago talking about we want our money and we want it now. And the vibe too of this whole thing, you can practically taste the salt. They're mad, or Angel's mad that the 2026 rookie class might out earn them. Dijonai was mad right off the top when she's talking about NIL because she didn't have that. Look, it all moves forward. Come on, you've got guys in the NBA right now making more in a season than guys who were 10 times better than them 20, 30 years ago made in their entire careers. It's just the way it is. But this also reminded me of in the way they're talking, it gives petty jealousy vibes, like the whole they're side eyeing Caitlin Clark all over again. It's absolutely wild. They need to have a little understanding about economics, maybe. I mean, I get it. Players want more money. They're always going to want more money with the new media rights deal. Yeah, there's a case for that. But Angel and Dijonai talking like they're holding all the cards, that's going to be a problem. That's where they're clueless. That's where the danger lies with what I said earlier about the WNBA. If they give the players everything they want, that's going to be a problem later. Players are going to be like, we want everything we want or nothing. There's going to be no 2026 season, and there may not be another one after that. I think someone's got to tell these young ladies that that's a possibility. The WNBA isn't some cash cow they can simply milk dry. This league, come on now, been bleeding money for almost 30 years. Everything I've seen has been on average about 10 million a year. 2024, they lost about 40 million. That's their big success year. But I think a lot of that, now I will say a lot of that is because they knew the new deal was coming that with Caitlin Clark and what they were going to get with the new deal. They had an idea at the time, so they got chartered flights thanks to Caitlin Clark. So obviously they got the chartered flights before the new deal. So I get that that's a little bit of an anomaly. I would have been interesting to see what it was without those extra expenses. But these players need a serious crash course in economics 101, with basic supply and demand. I mean, you don't storm into a business barely keeping the lights on and demand the keys to the vault. It just doesn't make sense. The WNBA's growth isn't some golden ticket. Yeah, 2024 was a huge step in the right direction. But look, this is fragile, and they're acting like this is a done deal. And spoiler alert, it is not. So let's talk growth, right? Because that's where this gets real. Everyone hyping 2024 as the WNBA's breakout year, right? Yeah, of course, I get it. But here's the truth. Caitlin Clark show, that's what it was. Games, as you know, with her average like 1.17 million viewers. Games without 394,000. That's 3x, folks. That's not growth. That's one player carrying the league on her back, right? One player. This is Hercules with the world on his shoulders. You take Clark out, and the numbers scream overpaid for literally everyone else in the league. Attendance, same story. Live, teams moving bigger to bigger arenas just for fever games. Atlanta, they're not like us, but they still are going to move to a bigger arena when Indiana rolls into town because they're going to take advantage of the fact that instead of drawing 4,000, they'll be able to draw 17,000. Clark and the Fever smashed a single season attendance record last year, home and away, in just 26 games out of a 40-game season. Meanwhile, Angel, me too, acting like she's the one packing the house. Sorry, fam, your double doubles, good stuff, but they're not selling out Madison Square Garden. They're not selling out home. The league's banking on Clark, not a strike. In fact, your very own Chicago Sky Angel, they're moving to the United Center, the house that Mike built for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. They aren't moving there for every game because that's for you. No, 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 they are not. But again, here's what scares me for this. This is why I wanted to talk about this because I'm seeing too much of this from players, and that's what worries me. No 2026 season could be the WNBA's death knell. Like, that's it. That is it. The league has finally got some momentum. Caitlin Clark, new TV deal, bigger than anything they've had in the past by far. Sold out games. And Angels out here like, nah, now burn it down if we don't get ours. Give us everything we want or we're striking. This is not bold. This is not a powerful, strong, powerful woman. This is reckless. This is being uninformed. This is not understanding what is happening in this situation. Imagine the headlines: WNBA cancels season over player demands. Fans will tune out, sponsors will bolt, and good luck rebuilding from that. Man, it's so disappointing to hear this stuff continually go on. I do not get it. They're acting like the league's a gold mine printing money. It is not. I get you want more, but there's also something called reality. And Angels, we sitting out flex, it's not a flex. It is giving toddler tantrum vibes. It's like it's like when my nephew refused to eat unless he got two cookies instead of one. Are you kidding me with this? Of course, that's when he's 4 and the WNBA is 28, and these are two adults talking here, professional players. But look, grow up, figure it out. Or you're gonna watch it all crumble away. Now, of course, Angel, unlike a lot of other players, Angel, it's a little different because you know what? Most of her money doesn't come from her salary because her focus has been on being an influencer and a celebrity. And so she's getting the endorsements and all of that. I mean, look, this podcast started rookie year. A lot of this is because of Shaq and Reebok and all those relationships. And unfortunately, Angel's not the only one. That is the thing. A number of players I talk about that she's just the most recent one, and she did make it the most clear about the new CBA with the, it's what we want. or that's it. You either give us what we want or there is no season. And man, that is a mistake, and it's definitely a mistake to do this out in public like that at right now with negotiations going on. Absolutely ridiculous. Besides that, one other quick point too on Carrington's. I mean, she's in these meetings. She should not be talking about this stuff out in the open like this. We're talking about behind closed door negotiations. This certainly does not help negotiations in any way. But anyway, that's my take. I think the players are going down a bad path with all this. I think they've got to get someone in their ear to say, yeah, we can make demands and we can maybe, make demands for more than we'll actually settle for. But to come out here and say, give us everything we want or that or else. What's the or else? What exactly does she think the or else is? Angel Reese and the players, they're setting the WNBA up to fail with this stuff. They've got a shot at more money, absolutely, and they will get it if they're smart. But this strike talk right away of like it's what we want or else, non-starter, absolute non-starter. The league's not strong enough to survive it. But like I said, again, I fear that the league, because of the way the media is going to come after it, which will be clearly on the players' side, the league might give them what they want, and that could be a big problem. But let me know what you think. Are they? I won't even say, yeah, I won't even say are they asking too much. I was going to say that because we don't know the specifics, but it's clear that they're taking a stand of we want what we're demanding, and there will be no negotiation. There is no middle ground. We aren't going to compromise. It's what we want or it's nothing. Do you think that's a good idea? And where do you lean right now? Will there be a 2026 season? Are the players going to demand too much and the league says, or the league going to cave? And, they got to continue to build the league. That's the other thing. Like I said, with the Caitlin Clark numbers, this is not a league that has survived and is stable at this point, believe it or not. But let me know your comments your thoughts in the comments. There we go. Really appreciate you checking this out. As always, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. And I will talk to you later.